The channel you're currently watching right now has generated me over $76,000. Now I'm currently only making about $200 a month on this channel because I stopped posting. And when you stop posting, you really do just start over from scratch. But this time I figured, why not document the process of me starting over and show you guys the raw truth of what it takes to build a YouTube channel. Because I remember being stuck at a job I hated, watching YouTube videos all day and just thinking to myself, what does it take to make money on YouTube so that I can leave this job? Really inspired me to start this and create an entire series out of it was that I was scrolling through TikTok and I came across a video from a content creator named Bluff. He does gambling content. I watch him all the time. Shout out to Bluff. But he broke down essentially how much money he's made on YouTube, and I thought it was really impressive. So I'm just gonna skip through it here a little bit. But here he's showing his current earnings, which are $98,000 in the previous 30 days. And then he also shows his next check that he's expected to get, which is about $108,000. And it shows right here earnings that he made in one single day, which was about $4,700. I mean, can you imagine making $4,700 in one single day from uploading videos you love to do? It's just showing you how real and possible it really is to do this. He also breaks down how much he's made month to month, and he started off at about $19,000 a month sometime last year in October, and he scaled it up to where he's at today. And you can just see month after month he's scaling and scaling and scaling. Now I always knew this was possible, and I mean, I'd lie to say that it wasn't my goal at some point to just be stinking rich and just making YouTube videos, you know. But the truth of the matter is that it takes a lot of work, it does take a lot of effort, and most importantly, there's a lot of brainstorming that comes into play when you're creating a successful YouTube channel. Now, I've already made years of mistakes, I've already had years of success, and with all this knowledge I've gathered over time, I wanted to put it all together and create this series where I showed you guys how you can scale on YouTube, how I'm gonna scale on YouTube, and break down to you the thought process that it takes to create content. Now, by no means am I a genius, but I have created a YouTube channel with over 1 million subscribers, so I feel that I'm capable. I'm a candidate that can do this. You know, I believe in myself, and you should believe in yourself. And most importantly, you should turn on your notifications for this series so you never miss out on an episode, because my end goal is that you find a way to make money doing what you love. Now, the first step into creating a YouTube channel is finding your niche. And this is the most important step, because even though your goal is to make money doing YouTube, you gotta make sure you're passionate about what you're filming and you're enjoying the process, because more than likely, you're not gonna make money for quite a while. And if you're not passionate enough about what you're filming, you're gonna burn yourself out. All a niche really is a topic. Some people make food content, some people make gaming content, some people make car content. You gotta really sit down and ask yourself, what am I passionate about? On my main YouTube channel with over 1 million subscribers, the niche I chose to go with was a 420 friendly channel because it was something that I was already doing every single day off camera. The only difference was I started filming my day-to-day activities, and I think that's what made it really easy and natural and organic for me to make content about this topic every single day, because it was something I was already living. So when you think of a niche or a topic that you want to do, think of something that already fits your lifestyle and something that you don't see yourself getting bored filming about for the next couple years. I feel like my main channel had a lot of success because I stuck with my niche year after year. Whereas my current channel, I've changed the niche so many times, my audience doesn't know what to expect, and it actually has a negative effect on my channel. So when I change the niche again, and then the audience that was previously watching my content doesn't like the new niche, guess what happens? They unsubscribe. So after months of not uploading on this channel, when I started uploading again, I was losing subscribers and going backwards. So I'm gonna share with you guys some of the videos I've done in the past, different niches that I've done, and how much they paid. I wanna start off with my highest earning video, which paid me $1,000, basically $1,100. I was like $1 off from $1,100. This video had 136,000 views, and I got paid roughly $8 per 1,000 views, and this was a family style video. So the family content does pay very well. There's another one I did here with my daughter, and it was called Gifting My Daughter the Ultimate Surprise. This is actually my highest earning video as far as getting paid per 1,000 views. This one paid me $11 for every 1,000 views, and it gave me a whopping $540 with only 47,000 views. Now this video here, I remember buying my daughter the gifts at Target, and I think I spent about 120 bucks. So there was quite a bit of ROI there. You know, I invested $120. I gave my daughter a really cool experience, and I got 540 bucks in return. If you're viewing YouTube as a business, it's good to get an idea of how much it costs you to create a video and how much it gives you back in return. Now, another niche that I did in the past was food. This one here, Flamin' Hot Cheetos Food Mukbang. This video had 174,000 views, and it paid me $1,000. Now, it only paid me $5.91 for every 1,000 views, but what's really nice about the food content is that it tends to do really well on its own. I mean, like, if you're semi-entertaining and then you're showing some really cool food spots, the food kind of does its thing for you. So there are certain niches that on its own are gonna generate a lot more views. I'm gonna give you another example. At some point, I was kind of doing what I call the DDG method. I was getting girls into my videos because I figured, like, well, it works. You know, people click, people want to know about girls. They like to see girls on camera. This video had 113,000 views. It paid me $6.73 every 1,000 views, which is pretty nice. And I made $765 off this video, and I invested, man, I don't know. I don't quite remember what I did in this video. I think I took this girl out to eat and for some drinks. So maybe I was in like 100 bucks. So this had an amazing ROI. So as you can tell, I just constantly kept switching niches, which wasn't the best. But what was going on at that time was that I would find a niche and I see that, oh man, this pays really well. And I would start diving into the niche for the sake of the money. But guess what happens? I would burn myself out because I wasn't passionate about my niche, which is why I'm so stuck and stubborn on this one topic. Find out what you really love filming, because you're gonna do it for a long period of time. Your audience wants to see same style of content essentially around the same topic. You don't want to burn yourself out. Because imagine if I stuck to the family content, right? At that rate, at $1,000 a video, even at $500 a video, for every 10 videos I would make, I was going to be making $5,000 to $10,000 a month just filming content with my family. Or if I did the food videos, right? This video paid me about $1,000. I got another food video right here, best street tacos in Los Angeles. This video only had 89,000 views and it paid me $709, which is absurd. So if I would have stuck with the food content for every 10 videos, I probably would have made roughly same, about $7,000 to $10,000 per video at this rate. Once the videos grow, you're expected to earn a lot more. Now that you have a better idea of what's possible on YouTube, let's jump into what I'm doing now to get my channel back on track. So now let's fast forward to where we're at today and what I'm doing to grow the channel. Currently, my estimated revenue is at $225. Now I'm pretty proud of that because I dumped a lot of money into my first videos trying to get re-monetized, hoping that they would blow up and I was just gonna make all my money back, and I didn't make all my money back. And one of the videos I spent the most money on was me catching a $6,000 business class flight to Thailand. This video performed well, but because I wasn't monetized and I didn't have my 4,000 watch hours, the video didn't pay me out until a lot later after I obtained the 4,000 hours. But those 4,000 hours, if they were monetized, they would have definitely helped with the amount of money I would have made from this video. But if we go here to the analytics on this video actually only paid me $3.52. So after spending a whopping $6,000 on just the flight to get to Thailand, I only made $3 back on this video, which I know it doesn't make a whole ton of sense because the video got 18,000 views. But that has to do once again with the fact that I had to re-monetize my channel all over again. So this is the second video I filmed out in Thailand, right? Now this video only got 4,000 views and only paid me roughly about 89 cents. This was, again, same situation. I was still building up my watch time hours, so the videos weren't really paying that well. And to make matters worse, the next two videos that I made, surviving overnight at the cheapest treehouse and gambling like Vegas Matt, neither of these were eligible for monetization because my editor, which I paid $500 a video for at this point, because I was like trying to up my game. I was willing to put all the money on the line to just blow up overnight on YouTube. Still very delusional at this point. My editor used music that basically wasn't copyright friendly, and I ended up getting copyrighted, so I didn't get paid nothing on those videos. Pretty sad, but it's part of the game, whatever, right? Fast forward to, I bought the world's biggest fortune cookie. This video only had 2,300 views, and it was really because it was a very unplanned video. From the title to the thumbnail to the actual filming, I never really sat down and planned out what the move was. I was just kind of trying to go out there and film at this point. So look, this video actually paid me back $20, which is kind of cool because you compare the other videos with a lot more views that didn't pay me anything, and this was kind of an idea to show you where it's going. Because if this video would have got at least 10,000 views, which isn't bad, I would have made $100 off this video, which I would have been pretty content with considering that my channel is just starting up again from scratch, right? Now let's see my most recent 2 videos. All right, my most recent 2 videos were in Colombia. These videos, I didn't put a whole ton of effort or thought into like titles and thumbnails. I used AI to help me cook up the concept, but at this point, I had already filmed the videos. I went out there and for 7 days, I just filmed every single day with no direction of where my videos were going. And that was kind of like the downfall, in my opinion, to what could have been from these videos had I taken the time to properly plan out my concepts. So that is the #1 rule when you're thinking about videos to do, is think of your video title and thumbnail before you even pick up the camera. It's gonna save you a lot of time. It's gonna give you direction when you're filming the video to know what topic to focus on. And it's just gonna give the video better flow overall. So this video with 7,000 views paid me $50. Pretty cool, not bad. My hotel at this point was only like $20 a night. So to, you know, make $50 just walking the street for 11 minutes, that's what the video ended up coming up to. That was a great one in my opinion. And then my most recent video, which is actually doing pretty well as far as views go, we're gonna break that down a little bit. This video has paid me a whopping $41. But now let's look at the analytics here. Because as you can tell, when the video was first starting, like day 1, day 2, it was underperforming. It says 3,362 views, but my typical views for videos would be 3,700 to 7,000 views. But it slowly creeped its way up. And now I'm gonna explain to you guys why that happened, all right? This is how YouTube breaks down the performance of your video. So when you're on your dashboard, this is my latest video that I posted, it's gonna show me a ranking from the last 10 videos I've made. So from the last 10 videos I've uploaded, this video is #3, which is pretty nice. That's promising. That's showing that the video is doing well, right? Compared to the other stuff I've uploaded. Now the views, they're kind of like medium, growing almost above average. But what was above average was my click-through rate and my view duration. But this video was a very long video compared to the other videos I've posted in the past. So that's one thing I've noticed. If you make long quality videos and it gets people to sit around and watch your videos for longer periods of time, you're gonna get a lot more watch hours, which is gonna help you get monetized a lot faster. You're gonna get paid a lot more for the amount of views you're actually getting because people are sitting there and they're watching longer periods. Ideally, they're watching essentially more ads, which is what's gonna pay you the most. And it's just good for the YouTube algorithm to see that you were able to get somebody to stay on their platform for a lot longer. And then my impression click-through rate also went up to 7%, which is actually pretty awesome. So that just comes down to your thumbnail. This is why your thumbnail and your title are so important. Because if your thumbnail and title are not on point, people aren't even gonna click your video, man. They're not even gonna watch it. So just to get somebody to click on your video, you need a really good title and thumbnail. I highly recommend you use AI to give you ideas when it comes down to titles and thumbnails. And personally, I say just hire somebody on Fiverr to help you with your thumbnail. As far as editing goes, I edited for so many years on iMovie for free, doing very, very basic edits. You can also hire an editor if you want to. If you want to invest into that, I wouldn't recommend it. I'd say that you should learn how to do it yourself and do the most basic edits at first. It's fine. You're learning. Nobody expects you to be an expert overnight, but it's nice to get an idea of how to edit a video, because when you're filming a video, you're gonna have a better idea of like, hey, we need to refilm that. Or I should refilm, film this in 2 different ways and just see which one looks better in the edits. So that's why it's nice to learn the basics of editing. But if you look over here, in the last 28 days, it says that I've gained 911,000 views. But none of my long format videos have performed nearly close to that number. So you might ask yourself, Louis, where are those views coming from? They are coming from YouTube Shorts. This is the next part of this video, one of the most important parts of this video that I want you to take from YouTube Shorts are the future. Matter of fact, let me rephrase that. Short form content is the future. It's going to be very difficult to get somebody to watch your long format videos if they don't know who you are. So if you can master short format content and take that same short format content and post it on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, on YouTube, you're going to start gaining an audience that recognizes your face. So when you post long format content, they're going to be more willing to watch you because they're interested in you now. They've seen your face before. I want to show you what a YouTube short with 544,000 views pays you, okay? I made $83 in 35 seconds. That's like the highest I've been paid for any of these videos at this point. The other videos take so long to make. Well, YouTube short could take you literally seconds to make, a minute, 2 minutes to make, and they can blow up and have a drastic impact on your channel. This video also, as you can tell, gained me 193 subscribers, which is so awesome because that is a huge jump for somebody when you're first starting off and you're trying to build your channel to be able to gain traction and gain new subscribers. So I've uploaded more videos along the line, and a lot of these other shorts, as you can tell, they're getting 5,000 views, 5,000 views, 3,000 views, 4,000 views consistently, right? And then we have this video here where I pulled out $1 million from an ATM in Colombia. And look at the analytics on this one. So this video has done 744,000 views and it's paid me $92, and this is a 19-second video. And I also gained 255 subscribers from this video. So this 744,000 views is a grand portion of the views I have gotten in the last 28 days. So it's important enough to say, you should focus on YouTube Shorts first. Master short format content. Then focus on the long format. So this is a good friend of mine here. I'm gonna show you guys his YouTube channel, okay? He actually started this channel and got it to like 500 or 600,000 subscribers off strictly YouTube Shorts. And if you look at his YouTube Shorts, you can see why it grew his channel so fast. You guys saw with just one of my shorts, I gained almost 300 subscribers. So this is the method to get max exposure. It's really dominating the short format content style. Now his niche is food, and he's really good at what he does. He's funny with what he does, and he has his own personal touch to it, and I think it's obvious why his videos perform so well. So he got to about 600,000 subscribers off straight YouTube Shorts, and then he started posting long format videos, which I thought was absolutely genius. Why? Because he had built an audience at this point. And if we take a look at his long format videos, most of them perform extremely well. I mean, even from a year ago, 2.6 million views. I'm not gonna pocket watch, bro, and I'm not gonna drop the amount that I think he made on these videos, but I think you should be able to calculate it yourself based on what I'm showing you I've earned on my videos, right? Bro has definitely made a bag off these long format videos, and this is just inspiring. This is the best, one of the best channels as far as looking at a blueprint for how to create your channel. Focus on the shorts, get a really good niche, figure out how to do long format videos, but don't stress out on this one too much. Dominate the short format content first. The money will follow, I promise you. So I was pretty amazed and I'm pretty impressed with what he's done. I've been following him for a while. That's the homie. I watch what he does. I watch what every content creator does. Like I said, I am a nerd when it comes down to content creation. So I try to pay attention to what everybody does, and I think his method is the best. Dominate the YouTube Shorts in a niche that you really enjoy doing, then get into the long format. I'm going to be showing you day to day in this series what's working for me, what's not working for me, and how I brainstorm ideas. Because brainstorming ideas, that has its own method that it deserves its own video. So we're going to get into that into the next part of the series. For now, I hope I give you guys a pretty good understanding of where I'm at currently, where we're trying to get, and showing you a little bit of how I think when it comes down to making content.
I'm gonna wrap this video up with a quote from a song from the great Nipsey Hussle. I really do think this song explains what success is in a nutshell, right? He says, "This is why I call my thing the marathon, because I'm not gonna lie and portray this ultimate poise like I've been figured it out. Nah, I just didn't quit. That's the only distinguishing quality for me and probably whoever else going through this or went through this or is gonna go through this. I ain't quit. I went through every emotion. I went through every emotion with trying to pursue what I'm doing right now. You know what I mean? And I think that's what's gonna separate who's gonna try to go for something, is that you ain't gonna quit. That's, you really gonna take the stance if I'm gonna die behind what I'm getting at right there. Now, okay, the very last part, the dying part, that's not the point. The point is, anybody who wants to be successful at something, just don't quit. It might take a year, it might take a week, it might take 10 years. There's no telling how long it's gonna take. But at the end of the day, every successful person who achieved something just didn't quit. So don't quit, don't get frustrated, and most importantly, enjoy the process, you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. I'm excited to make a lot more. I'm excited to show you guys more behind the scenes. This first video, I feel like it was important. It was more of a sit-down informational video, but these next ones are gonna be more of a vlog style, on the go, behind the scenes. So till next time, y'all, I'm out.